Today we are joined by Veronika Jokel, a pop artist, singer, and new mom to a 6-year-old baby. Veronica's music has been featured on Live with Kelly and Ryan, the Lifetime Network, and her single She has gained viral attention on social media before being featured on Good Morning America. Whoa. She is known for creating empowering pop music that connects with listeners through honest storytelling. And today she's here to talk about music, creativity, and balancing artistry with motherhood. Veronika, welcome to Throwing Spaghetti. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad to be here. And also, before we continue, you said I have a 6-year-old baby instead of a 6-month-old baby.
Oh
He's
my
a
God.
little smaller.
Oh my God. Sorry, 6-month-old baby. Wow. Wow, that was definitely, is that a Freudian slip? I don't know what that is. It's hilarious.
I was like, wow, time really flew by.
He's the cutest.
Thank you.
Well, not only am I a fan of yours, but I'm also lucky enough to call you a collaborator. We've had the opportunity to work together on so many tracks, and I'm like the biggest fan of your vocals, as you know, and and your writing. But in addition to that, you just have like the most amazing marketing ideas, and I feel like you have such an amazing TikTok brain. So I'm hoping at some point in this discussion we can chat about that. But before we do, I would just love to jump in and I want to hear your story as an artist and as a musician. Take it away.
Sure. Okay. Well, I feel like as a kid, I just always loved singing. And then, as I got older and took it more seriously, I ended up going to Berkeley in Boston for vocal studies. And then after that, I moved back to New York, just started doing the gig circuit. I did my first EP, I think when I was 21, which
Nice.
I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's
I don't think
interesting.
so. Wait, you need to send that to me. Yeah.
It's when we were still making CDs. Like,
Nice.
I have the physical form of it. But anyway, I feel like I took like my artistry more seriously in my late 20s. And just been doing my thing and writing. And I'm really excited to start performing again now post-baby. And
Amazing.
And
How
like
many,
you said, sorry,
how many
go ahead.
singles and EPs or albums have you released? If you
So
can
I
count.
did, yeah, you know what, I should have counted, but I think I have about a dozen singles. But yeah, EP wise, I had that first one when I was really young, and then I did put out another EP, I think when I was 25 or 26.
Nice.
And since then, just singles, but I'm thinking about it, motherhood EP.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's
we'll
nice.
see. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
good. So throughout all of your marketing tactics that you've tried over the years, like which experiment of yours has changed your trajectory?
I think, well, maybe it's like now longer ago when reaction videos became more popular.
Yeah.
I actually kind of remember one of the really big ones was that song Golden Hour, and he plays it on the piano for his old piano teacher. I don't know
I
if
don't
you
think I've
ever
seen
saw it.
that. No, my God.
Okay, I'll send it to you. But it was that song that was really big, like maybe during COVID or right before COVID.
Amazing.
Anyway, so
It makes me
then
want to cry thinking about it, honestly.
it's a beautiful video, actually, and
Oh.
it's a beautiful song. But I feel like that's when reaction videos became more popular.
Yeah.
And the one that I seemed to be successful was the one that you've seen that I did with my mom.
Wait, tell us about it.
Okay, so ironically, I started writing the song on a day where I picked her up from her oral surgery. So she was like very out of it.
Oh my God, she was like drugged.
So I was driving her home and she was like so vulnerable. And I always see her like so more serious and, my mom, but she was so vulnerable. And when I was driving her home, I just started writing the song in my head. And anyway, that song came together and it's called She. It's Tiger produced it and finished it with me. And
Tiger
then,
Darrow, right?
yes, yeah.
Amazing, amazing female
Sing,
producer.
writer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Everything, cello player.
Everything, like, what doesn't she do?
I know. Her voice is crazy. So good.
So good. Anyway, what was I saying? The reaction video. So once we like got a good mix together, I was like, okay, I have to show this to my mom before I do anything else with it. So I literally sat in the car with her and played it for her, and she was just bawling, and it was such a like sweet, just organic moment that I luckily had my iPhone for, and that one kind of was a bigger moment for me on social media. That's the one that like you actually sent it to your friend, and I think that's how it got on Good Morning America.
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot. I was so touched because I think you released that or you posted it on Mother's Day or like near
That was
Mother's
around
Day.
there. Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, this needs to be like televised because it's so sweet. And Good Morning America picked it up. It was crazy.
And the funny thing is I wouldn't have even known. And a former patient at her office, she's a physical therapist, called the office and was like, I think I saw Veronika and Muddy on Good Morning America. And I was like, and then Ken, who works at the desk, called me. He was like, were you on TV? And I was like, I don't know.
That's so crazy. That's how you found out that it actually aired?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Isn't that so funny? And then I was able to
that.
find it on Hulu or something like later on.
Oh, that's amazing. I remember that happening. It was so
Yeah.
great.
It was a great day.
That was a great day. Wait, that's like, so reaction videos. I feel like we should tap into those more and do them more often. Have you tried them again since?
Yeah, not as successfully.
Okay.
But I do still feel like there is something about if you can capture someone's genuine reaction.
Yeah.
I still, like, I haven't seen as many. I don't know if you've seen as many lately. I feel like they're a little less popular, but I do feel like if you can capture a special moment with someone in a meaningful way, like,
Yeah.
that's beautiful, but it just depends on
I don't know who
like
it
the
is.
subject of the song, who it is. Yeah. How comfortable is the person on camera that you're maybe doing it with? Maybe some people don't really like to be so vulnerable.
Totally, totally. So you're saying that you're getting back into gigging, which is really exciting, and I'm really happy to hear that because I can't wait to see one of your shows. I've never seen you perform, so that's that'll be really a good day. But yeah, do you have any like insane industry stories about like the worst gig you've ever played or like the worst release day that you've ever had?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I have so many. I was like, yeah, I feel like I'll just keep it to like 2 or 3.
Cool.
The first one that came to mind was actually at Bunker Studio, which I figured out later, is Aaron's studio.
Aaron is my music partner for synth pop duo Ryle that I'm in. So yeah, he owns the Bunker Studio in Williamsburg. Wait, so when were you recording there, by the way? I forgot.
I think it was excuse me. I think it was 2013 or 2012.
Okay, got it. Very cool.
I think I'll have to look back. But I wanted a whole live feel, so I brought in a full band, which I haven't done something like that since then because it's so much to coordinate. But like guitarist, bass player, drummer, keyboard player, maybe, I don't think we had any background vocalists. I think that was just on me. But the drummer, I don't know what was going on, but halfway through the session, he just left. He was upset about something. I kind of remember him being
Wait,
like,
what? He just like left?
No, truly he just left. And my guitarist, Jameson, who's an incredible guitarist, Jameson Ladonio, he had brought the drummer on from some other gig they played together, and we were just meeting. And he just left halfway through. Everyone was like, nobody knew what was going on. Something about, this is so crazy because I was so young, but like something about him wanting rights to the song.
Whoa.
Which like
Wait.
wasn't even a conversation.
Oh my God.
Isn't that
He was a
so
session musician and he wanted points or
But
percentage? Wow.
Yeah, something was very, very weird about it. And we replaced.
Wait, you replaced him like on the spot? Like there was just so happened to be like another drummer roaming through the Bunker Studio?
No, but actually could imagine that happening in real life. I could
Totally.
I could see that happening. No, I think we had to reschedule or come the next day, and we found a substitute drummer. Yeah, isn't that?
That is wild.
Yeah.
That is
And
like,
I didn't know what was normal because I was so new to recording, and I was like 21 or 22, and I was just like, oh, he's gone.
Did like that, I mean, in a sense, that's pretty traumatizing. Like, did that like impact you and how you felt like going into the studio going forward?
Not about the studio, just about putting all the effort into putting a full band together. Because then when one person leaves, it's not just about the money, but it's like rude to, everybody that's there putting their time in.
Yeah.
So it definitely burned me a little about putting a full band together for anything.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I know you haven't been to one of my shows, but it's usually me and somebody playing live and tracks. I'm like, let's keep this simple. I don't want drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you can be in these situations and like these experiences happen and it like, there's definitely repercussions and it lasts with you,
You're so right. I don't even think I thought about it that way till just now.
Wow. That is a nut story.
Yeah.
On
I have
our
one other.
Wait, you have another?
I have one other. It's the shorter.
Oh my God, no.
Okay. This
Tell
was
us.
maybe just 2 years later. I did a holiday show at the Bitter End, which I really
wow.
miss the Bitter End. Like, I want to go scope it out. I haven't been there in so long.
Yeah.
But I was working with a marketing team at the time, and they did this like Twitter giveaway, which RIP Twitter, but they did a Twitter giveaway for 2 of the tickets to the show. And we it was a whole holiday marketing thing.
Yeah.
And these 2 guys came, and I feel like I'm yelling, but these 2 guys came, and so I like went at the end to say like, oh, thanks for coming. What'd you think?
Yeah.
And I sang Santa Baby, and all they had to say was that they wish Santa Baby I had performed it sexier.
Ew. What?
Yeah.
That is the most disgusting
Isn't that horrible?
response ever. How old were these guys?
Maybe in their 50s, and I
Ew.
was like 20 something. I know.
Oh my God. Like
I know.
And what year was this?
I think 2014.
It's like right before the Me Too movement.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
oh my God. Let's find out these guys' names and take them down.
If I could still access my Twitter, I can find them.
I mean, it's worth it. Like, people have some nerve. That is crazy.
Yeah. And I remember again, like, I was like so young and kind of still like green, and I was like, oh, maybe I should have. I can't believe and now like I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody thought that was okay to say to someone after they got off the stage.
It's so unbelievable.
Yeah.
I have no words, honestly. I'm so sorry. Like, men, they shouldn't even be allowed to be in a venue, honestly. Like,
Why did they get the free tickets?
seriously.
Like, oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God. Have you ever been scammed or burned in the business?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, really?
yeah. Burn for sure, but I will say like an actual like clean cut scam was during COVID. I also feel like COVID, I was just going crazy, and I was like, I need to do something for my music. I can't play live. And I did one of those like pay placement Spotify playlists.
Oh, yeah.
And I like straight up, like, it was like a Venmo, and the song never went on the playlist. The guy like disappeared, and Venmo doesn't really have like, you can't get your money back. So I was like, okay, I can't do that again.
Oh my God. How much, do you mind sharing how much you paid?
I'll have to look back. I think maybe it was like $150.
Okay. So it wasn't like thousands, but still.
No. But still, it's like, where'd you go?
It's like people are crazy. How did you find the person? Just like on the internet? Just like.
Probably. I feel like it was on TikTok, and
Got it.
somebody else, posted like, oh, my song's on this playlist. And I did a little digging, and I saw it was like a pay
Yeah.
for placement playlist. I was like, oh, okay, I know some people do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's one
then
of those.
$150 later down the toilet. Got it.
I was so embarrassed at the time. I was like,
God.
nobody can know about this.
That's so funny. I mean, yeah, those paid for playlist things, they exist. And I mean, some of them work, some of them, well, clearly you can get scammed.
Yeah.
And then
Has
some
that
of
ever
them think
happened
they're.
to you?
I've never had anybody scam me like that.
Yeah.
No. have I paid for something expecting to get something else in return? Absolutely. So I feel like I fall more in the burned category than I do in the scammed category. But
Yeah.
pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know that you have done a lot of, like, you've sang at weddings, you've sang at farmers markets and things like that. And I wondered if you've, like, what the craziest request has been for you, like when you're like standing on stage in one of these situations.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
do you have a crazy request?
Maybe not a crazy request, but somebody wanted us to sing Africa by Toto. And it was just me and a guitarist. So I feel like that's a hard song to just throw it. You know, I had never sang it before, but of course I know that song. It's such a popular song.
Yeah,
And we did
of
try,
course.
we did like try, and then it just kind of crumbled halfway through. And I was like, we're just going to stop.
Oh my God.
But, you know, it was like the people that were in attendance it was very late and they were, you know, very drunk, and I don't think people were too upset.
It's like it's like, it's not karaoke, guys. It's a wedding.
Exactly. This isn't, yeah.
That's so funny. Did you like have to pull up the lyrics, or did you know
Oh,
this
yeah.
song?
No, I had to pull up the lyrics 100%.
That's
But
so funny.
like, not at a live show, but just like in the industry, this like artist development, kind of like a manager role for me, asked me to dye my hair blue. And
What?
I actually did end up doing that.
Oh my gosh.
But if I think about it, it was a really kind of crazy request. Oh,
It's
Ella's
so
here.
funny. Oh, your puppy Ella. You can introduce her. I feel like people would love to see
Yeah?
Ella.
Okay, one second.
For those that are watching the video. We always need a puppy break, people. Nothing better than a puppy break. Oh, there she is. She's just like the sweetest little bundle of joy. I can't remember if she's a Maltese. Is that what she is? Is she a Maltese, Veronica? I can't remember what breed she is.
Cavalier mixed with a mini poodle.
So cute.
So Cavapoo.
So for those that are just listening to the podcast, you can picture how cute she is. Or check out Ella's
Or
Instagram
rewind
page. Cool.
Oh, so yeah, so I did end up dyeing my hair blue, which I feel like was very cool for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have done that. They they were just like like for the first photo shoot, they brought those clip-ins,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "I'm gonna need you to dye your hair." I was like, "Oh,"
Oh my God.
so I just went for it.
Like, how long did the process take? Because I think you're a brunette, so like they had to like make it blonde and then dye it blue.
Yes.
Like, what was the purpose of like dyeing your hair blue? Like, what did that even mean for the project?
Because it was like all about the branding, and it was this kind of like Tim Burton-esque project, which I am a
Okay.
huge Tim Burton fan. Like,
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
oh yeah, I'm like, I watch like Nightmare Before Christmas like every month. Like,
Oh my God, that's so funny.
yeah, so he was like leaning into that, which like I loved, but thinking back, I'm like, wow, I don't know if I would do that now if somebody asked me to dye my hair. Like,
The nerve that people have, like, it's wild.
yeah, but you're right. Like, 'cause I have darker hair, so I had to fully bleach my hair, which totally burnt my scalp, which totally like killed my hair at the time.
Oh no.
And then, of course, I don't know if you've had experience with those kind of colors, but like they change so easily.
Yes.
So then, like, silly me jumped in a pool, and then it was like green the next week.
Oh no. Oh my
So, yeah.
God. I dyed my hair pink one point, and it was like one day it was pink, and then as soon as I showered, it was like strawberry blonde. Like, did not last at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
Like,
those colors are really hard to keep like intact to what they're supposed to be.
right, totally.
Yeah.
Well, let's dig into more about your journey in music. And I just wonder, like, you've been in the business a while and you've been releasing for a long time. And I wondered if you might want to speak to, like, any situations that have just, like, felt like such a struggle for you, and, like, what maybe nearly made you quit, or, like, what's helped kept you going, or if you've ever had those just like down moments as I've been developing this podcast and talking to so many different people about the questions, this has come up so many times for other artists. They just like want to hear like what keeps people going. And I just wondered if you maybe could speak to that.
Yeah. In terms of what keeps me going, I feel like maybe there's like the more inner passion that I have to remind myself of. And that's just like, I feel like for any creative endeavor, when things feel really bad, you just have to like go inside and remind yourself like, okay, why did I initially love to do this? And take away like everything else, like all the results or any outside factors. So I just like have to be like, it's almost a little spiritual. It's like you have to go inside and be like, okay, I love this. There's clearly a reason I keep doing this despite all the craziness of the industry.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the bigger answer. But then there's little things, which I'm sure you've experienced a lot too, where someone comments and is like, oh my gosh, I listened to this song when I was going through this and that. And you're like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. And then it just gives you a little bit more oomph to keep doing that thing.
Totally. That's so nice.
That is like the more outer thing that helps, you know, when you're feeling a little down and you hear something like that, or when you perform and someone's like, oh, you inspired me to, you know, restart my creative endeavor of, you know, whatever it is. But I'm like, oh, that's like my biggest, if I can like inspire someone from them seeing me do something I love, that to me is a really big motivator.
Totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of inspiration, you are actually my TikTok inspiration because if it weren't for you, Veronika, I don't think I would be on TikTok at all. You have like the best mind for the ideas. And I just like wondered, how do you come up with these things? Like it seems so effortless for you.
Oh, that is so nice because it's not. It's probably the result of me spending way too much time scrolling, to be honest. But, you know, I have to say it is easier for me to send friends ideas than to do it for myself.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a very relatable feeling.
So you're scrolling through TikTok. How do you how are you finding these like great ideas? And I mean, obviously your algorithm must be primed for it, but like, what are you looking for? Like maybe you can give some tips for what to look out for and what might work for other people.
Oh yeah. Well, I will say, like you said, like my algorithm is pretty, like I've spent probably too much time trying to perfect it so that I do get in my feed so much music marketing.
Right.
Specifically, I'm gonna mispronounce his name, but Troy Titley, maybe? He's this British artist on TikTok, and I've used a lot of his ideas, and I will say from following him, like a lot of other TikToks have shown up that are kind of that subject of just like, here's what's worked, here's what didn't really work, here's how consistent you need to be. I mean, I think his band spent like a year of posting like 3 times a day before they hit this huge milestone. So I don't know if I could fully commit to that, but it's just like super helpful when you see what people tried and what worked. And yeah, so my feed is like a lot of people that share that. So I think, you know, maybe somehow we can like put in the notes his page and shout him out.
Yeah,
because
totally.
It's really, really helpful.
Yeah, that would be a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of his ideas I've noticed are like, they almost, I don't want to use the term generic, but it's like, it feels like such a tactic when the copy overlays that he does. And it doesn't feel very like authentic to any particular artist. It feels very like gimmicky at times. And I wondered your thoughts about that. Is it more just like, no, it's worth doing that just to get the eyeballs, and like, what's your philosophy around that?
I think it's just, especially if you're a small artist like me, I think it is worth it to just, like you said, get the eyeballs.
Yeah.
And then, you know, with that, intertwine it with things that are more authentic to your music. But I do think it's worth it early on.
Right.
just to grow your page. Yeah. And even though sometimes I totally cringe at myself, some of those posts have really worked. So I'm like, okay, like if the right people are finding me, that's fine. And then I'll, make more personalized content as I'm posting that as well.
Do you find that videos versus photos are garnering the most attention at this time in the world, which is March of 2026? Or like, yeah, what do you see as moving the needle?
Okay, I feel like the carousel posts with text are doing really well,
Interesting.
but I've seen both. But yeah, with especially like with what he shares, it's so many carousel posts but it's like also with a story. So the first photo is like, this is a photo of so and so ... like, and then the next one is like, here's what happened and here's my song about it.
Got
Like,
it.
it's like each photo has to be like a part of the story.
Sure.
So I feel like those do really well. Yeah, for now though, right? It like changes like every week, so I don't know. You
No,
just
it
have to,
like changes
keep your eye on it.
yeah, totally. I was gonna also ask you about now that TikTok is like pushing to write longer descriptions for like SEO purposes. Like, have you tried that, and have you seen it be more effective for you?
Yeah, although it's really finicky because what I think I'm writing on the page, maybe it's too general sometimes, because then the search bar at the bottom, what it decided to push you out to might be like in the genre, but a weird part of it. I'm trying to remember like,
Interesting.
oh, I think I showed you a screenshot of this and I was kind of embarrassed, but whatever. It was like, I posted something about motherhood and being a musician, and somehow the algorithm put the search bar as like low income single mom.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is nuts.
So I was like, oh, that's really kind of interesting. That I'm curious, like what, words like it. Anyway.
How did it determine that? It's not like you wrote in the caption that you're a low income single mom.
Right. So so that makes me wonder about that.
Like what? Oh my God.
And there was something else where I wrote a trend. Anyway, so I do think it's like an experiment, but I do think clearly, because I don't think I used hashtags, or the hashtags had nothing to do with that.
Interesting.
So it definitely is the words on the screen, but how they manage it. And actually like 3 years ago now, I worked with a marketing team, and they would sometimes have me put some of the words on the screen for SEO, but minimize them and kind of hide them.
Oh, interesting.
Because they believed like certain words were just going to get to the right target audience, but it didn't have to do with my video.
Wow. So like adding those words on the video as like an overlay and hiding them was something they advised. Wow. I've never heard that before. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Again, this was 3 years ago, and so the algorithm has changed so much since then.
Sure.
But I feel like people still do that. I just have this feeling.
Probably.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm a firm believer that Instagram, TikTok, they're reading the metadata and like can tell how old the video or the photo is, and that can sometimes not go in your work in your favor.
That, and also I've noticed like I've started this series, which took a hiatus this week because this week just was a tornado. But I would have an issue if I downloaded my own video from TikTok and tried to post it on Instagram.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I would keep the video like in its original form. I would edit it on Splice. And then I would have to go and add all the text just on TikTok. And then same thing for Instagram. I would have like the original video edited in Splice on Instagram, and then get the text from all the Instagram editing tools.
Got it.
Because I feel like they do notice when you use their own platform's tools.
Yes, yes. I know this artist who's blowing up. Shout out to Summer Victoria. She has been she does some of her cover songs using the audio effects with TikTok and some of them without. And sometimes the ones that she posts with the actual audio effect from TikTok, those do better than the ones that don't use the audio effect, which I think is fascinating.
That's so interesting. I'm going to try that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a reverb and like a delay. There's like a mic effect that sounds like reverb.
So is that something you do while you're recording in the moment, or is it an editing tool for after?
Either or.
Oh,
It's an option for both.
great. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the worst marketing like post you've ever done, or like worst TikTok video you're like, oh my God, I've
Worst?
archived that. Yeah, like
Okay. Well, worst marketing tactic that never saw the internet
okay.
was a music video I made in like 2015 with that manager that I had mentioned.
With your blue hair?
Yes, with my blue hair. It was like this cool Tim Burton theme. We filmed it in Staten Island at this old historic landmark where we like were having a tea party there. It was actually like the concept was really cool, but it just did not come together. And I'm calling that the worst marketing because I spent a lot of money on it.
Oh no. How much did you spend on it?
Like $5,000.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. And like my friends came out and we got them all in costumes. I'll have to like dig up clips from this. It's on my old Mac.
God.
So that sadly, oh, Ella just put her paw on my computer. One moment.
Oh, no problem.
That sadly, I would say is the worst, and it never saw the light of day. So,
That's so funny.
and I don't think it ever will, unless it's like a silly throwback moment, which I totally should somehow do that so it's not totally a waste.
It might be fun to like, maybe we could do a compilation of throwing spaghetti, like blooper marketing tactics, and we could post those. It might be funny.
That would be fun. I like that.
I definitely have my own too, for sure. So you just mentioned Splice for editing for videos, and I just wondered if you had any other like tools that you just like, you're like, I cannot live without this tool. This like does so much for me.
Well, just back to Splice, I do really like it because I don't know. I guess I just really like their interface, but I can upload like really specific clips of my song and play with it. It has like a little bit more options for audio editing. But I do use CapCut a ton.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I use CapCut a lot. What else? Yeah. But I do like Splice. I mean, you do have to pay. I think it's like $70 for the year.
Okay.
But I'm just maybe,
terrible.
I'm just really comfortable with it now, and I do like that I can like edit my audio that way.
Yeah. Totally.
Have you tried Splice?
Yeah, you had recommended Splice to me. I definitely used it. And I feel like I should just say this out loud, that this is not being sponsored by Splice or anything like
No.
this.
I just enjoy it.
Yeah. Cool. And do you feel like any of your current tactics are like repeat fan growth? Like you're like, everyone should try this one particular type of post because that's actually what works. Or maybe it's like email marketing and in this style.
Oh, email marketing. I mean, I will say the one post that, again, it's very generic, is the one where it's like, I mean, this is really for TikTok, but it's like, hey, comment like where you're seeing this post from.
Yeah.
And then it's like the next photo, it's like, hi, I'm so-and-so. I make this kind of music and I live here.
Got it. And that
So
like
it'll,
drives a lot of people to the page.
yeah, I've done it a few times. I feel like it's like, what city are you seeing this from? Like, or did I show up on your FYP? Comment what city you're seeing this from.
Interesting.
And then the next one is like, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Got it. That's cool.
But I do feel like, not about the post, but I feel like I saw the most growth when I was really consistent, which is the hardest thing in my opinion with anything social media.
Yeah. What did consistent mean to you?
I think at the time, because I was like doing a 30-day challenge for myself when I was pregnant, I think so I had a little more time. I think I was doing it like once or twice a day, posting.
Okay. Oh, nice. Wow.
I mean, I know people
Wow.
do 3 times a day, but I think I was at once or twice.
Wow. And the same times, would you post them at the same times roughly, or like it was more sporadic?
No, it was sporadic. And I know people, and maybe there is truth to about the time, but I haven't seen like enough results to be able to determine if that's a thing for my own pages, maybe yeah.
Got it. And what metric do you always pay attention to? Are you just like looking at overall follower growth or views? Like what's important to you?
I'm looking at everything obsessively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. I have like my whole routine. I'm like Spotify for artists, Apple Music, Instagram Insights. I mean, it's really, I should need to relax, but I mean, when I'm active, like, of course, like I had a week like this week where just life was crazy, so I didn't. But when I'm active, I am kind of looking at everything at least once a day.
Wow. And when you're looking at those various things, are you like really interested in just a total number of streams or followers or demographic? Like what specifically are you looking at?
I'm looking at, well, for streams, I sometimes look at demographic. What I've noticed recently, and I don't know why, and I have to dig into this, is a lot of my Instagram reels, the majority of the views are actually coming from my Facebook artist page.
Interesting.
But since it's Meta, it like shows it's both all under one umbrella.
Okay.
But for some reason, like my Facebook artist page was like going off. So I need to dig into that because I don't really give it a lot of attention.
Yeah, totally. I feel like I don't even remember the last time I logged into Facebook.
Exactly. I don't, same. But because now it shows in the insights, I'm like, oh, I have to look at my followers on there because I do like randomly, before being verified was the thing that you paid for, my Facebook page got verified on its own.
Oh, but not your Instagram.
Right.
Weird.
Yeah. This was a while back. It was like in 2016 and I can never figure it out. But anyway, I'm going to dig into that and I will keep you posted because it's kind of interesting. Like, why is that page doing so well?
What social platforms are you on? And I love that Ella's nose is like in the video of this. It's so great. She's the best. So what platforms are you active on today?
Like, I would say TikTok, Instagram, and now just because my Instagram reels are connected to Facebook, they're just getting reshared. But for a hot minute, I was also reposting some on YouTube reels, which I want to get back into. I kind of like dropped the ball on that. But for like hot
YouTube
minute,
Shorts, you mean?
Sorry, YouTube Shorts. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Like sometimes they would randomly pop off and I haven't really dug into that at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of want to get back into posting on there just to see, like, as you would say, like throw spaghetti, let's see what sticks.
Yeah.
And just keep doing that thing.
Totally. Yeah. On that note, what are you currently throwing at the wall right now? What pasta type are you throwing at the wall?
It's such a good metaphor. Right now, I started this series and I still need a better title for it, but I just called it like the postpartum performance prep, which was kind of like healing and getting like my shrink back postpartum, but also preparing to start performing again.
I love that.
So I've been trying to make that a series. I'm actually going to an open mic tonight, so that'll be part of the series of just kind of like dipping my toes and singing for people outside of my family again.
Right.
So I think that'll be kind of fun, and it's just kind of a fun experiment because it's forcing me to stay a little bit more consistent with my vocal practice.
Yeah.
And that's really fun. Like, I miss just doing vocal exercises and having my own time to train my voice.
I do love the videos that you're posting when you sing to Lucas, though. I think those are really sweet, like the cover songs. I think you should keep doing those. They're really sweet.
I think you're right. I need to do more of those.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I feel like we have not touched on motherhood and being an artist, and I want to give you a moment to talk about that and what it's been like for you and the ups and downs and all the things.
Well, motherhood has been, I was very scared of it, but I have to report it has been incredible. However, I mean, everyone's different, but I'm home with him through the week, just me and him. So I have a little less time to do all the things that I would like to be doing. Mm. But I think what you said, I think you're right. Like, I sing to him all the time. I should just record those sweet moments and just utilize what I do have time for. So I'm gonna do more of that. But
that's great.
I do have a little bit more like gratitude towards myself after like becoming a mother. So I do think I'm a little kinder to myself.
Oh, that's nice. Like,
which is really
share more
nice.
about that. Yeah, share more about that. I would love to be kinder to myself.
Just like, I don't know, we as people are just so incredible. And whenever I think about what I don't think I can do, and I think about him when he's older, and if he asks me, like, hey, Mom, do you think I could try this? Do you think I could do this? Of course I would tell him, of course you can do that. Like, we'll work on it. We can figure everything out. So then I tell myself, I'm like, okay, if I would say that to my son, or I would say that to a really good friend who's diving into something, I'm like, okay, I need to start saying that to myself. Yeah.
Because it's true, and you just need to kind of change the perspective to yourself a little. Oh, I love that, V. Thank you for sharing that. It makes me want to cry, actually. It's really nice.
It's really true. I know it's so cheesy, but it's really true.
No, it's really nice, and I think it's so important, especially as artists. Like, we're so critical of ourselves, and we're always trying to, take it to the next level, and like it. Yeah, I feel like I'm low key abusing myself sometimes with my work ethic, and yeah. Well, Veronika, I just thank you so much for the time. You're just amazing. Everyone should listen to Veronika Jokel's music. She is one of my favorite tracks. And yeah, before we go, Veronika, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
Which is, when was the last time you had pasta, and what was it?
Oh my God, it was last night.
Oh.
And yeah, a lot of carbs in postpartum for me.
Good for you.
Okay, have you ever had mafaldine?
No, what's that? That sounds delicious.
Yes, the farmer's market has opened my eyes to mafaldine. It's like long and thick, or wide like parpadelle, but it's like wavy.
Ooh, okay.
And we had made a really good bolognese that we froze.
Oh, wow.
But the waviness of the mafaldine really like captures the little meat chunks.
My God, this is now a cooking show.
I'm going to text you about it. Yeah, this is a cooking show.
This is not a podcast about music. This is a podcast about pasta.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it.
But yes, highly recommend. And I'm just like honored to be on this podcast with you. I think I'm really excited to hear all your other interviews, and I love you, and so glad we've been able to collaborate so much. And
me too.
We need to do something soon when you have more time.
I would love that. We need to write another song for the holidays. That would be fun.
We do indeed. Yeah, it's time.
Veronika, where can people find you on socials?
So all my pages are at there goes Ella. It's Veronika Jokel. Veronika is with a K, and Jokel's with a K as well.
Amazing. We'll put it in the show notes, of course, and in the title. So thank you so much, V. It's so good to see you. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you the next time.